name is Maxwell, and
I'm Dowie.
we are public school. We met maybe 10 plus years ago. When do we want to work together? I don't think we want to work together now. We worked at a company and kind of shared the same design aesthetic, and both growing up in New York kind of built a friendship, and that kind of led to public school being born.
When you think about New York City, it's like the melting pot, all these different cultures coming together. So I think it influences us in a lot of different ways. Primarily this idea of convergence of all these different worlds and circles coming together.
The thing with public school is just about the attitude. So it's not like a specific genre that you need to belong in. We actually like to kind of pollinate all the different genres. So I don't think it's necessarily anyone specific or like a specific look. Well, obviously a lot of that is rooted in like that kind of like New York attitude. Just any guy or girl who's just like confident and aware of what's going on in fashion, but isn't like a trendy person, but understands it and knows how to kind of weave things into their own wardrobe. It really is just about the attitude.
We've known Eugene for years, and then when we relaunched, he styled the show from the very beginning. We don't like change, obviously, too much, but if it's not broken, it's not broken, fix it.
When I style, a lot of it is more rooted in like what's wearable, what you can actually pull off. I put initial looks together, how I would put it together if it was living in my closet, and then I tweak from there. You know, obviously models, how pretty and how beautiful they are is a bit more of an objective kind of thing. So for us, it's really like how they kind of carry themselves, how they walk around in the clothes. You know, the biggest thing is we want all our guys and girls for the show to feel like they're wearing their own clothes rather than just being this kind of mannequin that we drape clothes over. So it really, a lot of it is just the attitude.
It's the public school aesthetic, so that is seamless between the men and women. This is our second season really doing women's. When we were launching women's, we wanted to get a stylist on board that fit our aesthetic, and everybody was like, oh, you should work with this person, you should work with this person. But there was something about Kate when we met, and looking at her aesthetic and what she presents and how she talks about collection seemed like a perfect fit for us. And when we actually finally met, her energy and her everything for women's was spot on.
The process of styling public school is really collaborative.
I mean, she's being really generous. She says it's collaborative.
The guys are fantastic, and also Eugene and I have a really interesting dialogue. It's sort of the first time that I've ever worked with another stylist where we're bouncing ideas off of one another, so it's really unique in that way. And I think that's what makes sort of the whole experience special.
She's really methodical and comes in with all her pictures and her printouts, and it's mathematical to watch her work and like figure out the looks, and we just let her do her thing.
And she is like the public school girl.
She's just badass.
Wish Eugene was not good.
The ideal woman for public school is really unfussy and nonchalant, but she does still care about tailoring details.
Everything about her is about comfort and versatility. That's the coolest thing about a girl. It's not pretentious or done up, that she just looks herself, whoever she is.
She just has an easy coolness to her.
I always get really nervous about the shows, but my favorite part was actually Soundcheck this time with George, and he's been scoring our music since we relaunched for every one of our shows. He's actually similar aesthetic, lived in New York for a while, kind of understands how we move this season, and it actually worked out where he's actually not on tour, that he was able to come to the show because we've been talking about doing this live. He came up with this crazy concept of using the tape player and distorting the music while live and playing and singing. We loved every moment of it. So Soundcheck was awesome.
The process starts each season with a conversation about how we're feeling, and I'm like, Max, how you feeling? He's like, good. I'm like, oh, how you feeling? He's like, I'm like, good. And we start sketching her. It starts with the idea of sort of just a look, like something that's been stuck in our head, and really what that attitude is behind the look, and then we try to develop sort of a concept, a loose concept, and then building into sort of details that we're feeling for the season. Then it'll go into an exploration of fabric and cloth and then color, which is a short conversation, and then we start sketching. Yeah, we just started working on prints. We've developed some of our own prints. This past season, we worked with a great artist and our friend Arison Lex, who did 2 prints for us that we used throughout Women's.
When they came on the scene, what they were offering in menswear was so completely different than what was going on in it. It felt very urban, but still very elevated at the same time. And seeing them transition sort of that aesthetic and that vision into women's is just as interesting. They really are focused on what they want to say, and that's quite rare with designers. They get sometimes pressure, they lose their path, and Max and Dow definitely have a very firm grasp on what they want to propose for women to wear.
How are we feeling after the show? Quite relieved a bit.